Welcome to this mindfulness exercise. For the next 10 minutes, we will be training our attention through mindfulness meditation. Before we begin, I invite you to find a position that is comfortable for you. Perhaps sitting upright in a chair or on a cushion on the floor. If sitting is impossible for you, you can lie down and do your best to stay awake. If you are sitting, see if you can maintain a posture with your back straight, but not tense, with your shoulders feeling relaxed and your head resting gently on your shoulders and facing forward. You can gently close your eyes or leave them open if you prefer. Either is fine. And take a moment to check in with your body. If there is any place where you feel tension, see if you can let this area begin to relax. You can also notice if the muscles in your face or your jaw feel tense, and see if you can let those relax as well. And now, begin to notice that you are breathing, and start to pay attention to the physical sensation of the breath as air moves in and out of the body. Letting your attention settle where you feel the breath most prominently. Perhaps this is in your belly or chest, feeling the sense of rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Perhaps you feel the sensation of breath most prominently in the nostrils as the air flows in and out. It doesn't really matter where you choose to notice the breath. Just try to stay with it in one location for the duration of this meditation period. This is how we cultivate a greater sense of stability in our meditation practice. Once you choose your location, just notice the physical sensation of the breath, not trying to change it in any way, just paying attention to it as it moves on its own. And as you continue to focus on the breath, see if you can feel the beginning of each breath and the full duration of each breath as it comes into the body and flows out of the body. Perhaps you can begin to notice the temperature of the air, a coolness or warmth as it flows in and out. Of course, there are many important things that we might attend to at any given moment, but for the next few moments, we will choose to focus on the breath simply as a practice. You might think of it as using the breath to cultivate a new relationship with our experience more generally, one where you simply pay attention to it with an attitude of openness and curiosity, ready to notice and accept whatever arises in each moment. Let's begin to practice this now. It usually doesn't take very long to discover that the mind has a life of its own, that it's not so easy to stay with a breath. And just because you are trying to be mindful, that doesn't mean that you'll be able to stay with the breath for a long period of time. And so, as time passes, you may find that your mind has wandered away from the breath. And that is a very common experience. It is normal and it is natural. It is a habit of the mind to wander. Wandering is what the mind does most often, and it easily carries your attention away from the breath. And when the mind wanders, you might find yourself preoccupied with past events, memories, future plans, new ideas, feelings, thoughts about things that you did or things that you need to do later. Regardless of where your mind wanders, See if you can meet it with kindness rather than judgment. As best you can, don't judge the fact that your mind wandered, and don't judge the contents of your wandering thoughts. Instead, perhaps you can appreciate that you just woke up from this mind wandering, and then gently but firmly bring your attention back to the physical sensation of the breath. And when you notice that your mind has wandered, another thing that you can practice is to notice what is on your mind in that moment. Perhaps making a gentle note of its contents, thinking, remembering, planning, worrying, judging. Most importantly, once you make this simple note, you can bring your attention back to the physical sensation of the breath. And as you begin again to notice what it feels like to be breathing in each moment, bring a sense of openness and curiosity to it. Bring acceptance to it. And if the mind wanders 100 times, as it probably will, we gently bring it back 101 times to the sensation of the breath. And any moment can be a fresh start, an opportunity to begin again. And as we continue with this meditation period, the invitation is to notice and stay with the breath. And when you find that your mind has wandered, the invitation is to meet it with kindness, with an attitude of acceptance, and to bring it back. And this is what the practice is: waking up from mind wandering and being gentle with it, and coming back over and over, moment by moment. And so, as this meditation practice comes to a close, you might want to take a moment to congratulate yourself for having made the time to befriend your experience in this way, to get to know your experience and accept it in this kind way that will surely spill over into the rest of your life as you continue to practice in the days and weeks to come. And when the bell rings, if you are ready, you can open your eyes.